Looks like the weighted pressure plate system didn't work. Yeah, I have no idea how many entities. 380. Oh boy. And all of them die all at once. Phew. Okay. We need a new system. Alright, we got one with a skeleton skull. That's pretty rockin'. And now, we can just take these two pickaxes and combine them. 21 levels, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and I still have 30 levels left. Hello everyone, this is Javamonk, and welcome to episode 12 of the series I call Nostalgia Trip. So we're stuck in update 1.6, and last episode we built a blaze farm, so now I basically have an infinite source of experience, and that's the time machine to go back, except we need stuff like a dragon egg and nether stars to power it up and get back. But for now, I think today I want to work on our house. So I've done a lot of off-camera work on this house right here. So we have the first floor, we have a balcony, we have two brick houses, one upside down on top of the other, and also just some blocks of oak wood here and there that just stick out randomly. So what I want to do is expand this house and make it a lot bigger, and I also want to add on a floating island. That's right, floating islands are going to be in this series. I realized in the survival series that I got really good at building floating islands. I was really happy with what I built, and they looked somewhat natural. So this floating island that maybe we'll have a chance to build today, maybe not. But in either case, the floating island above the house is going to store a bunch of villagers. Now the thing is, it can't be quite a floating island because I can't fly. There's no ability to fly in survival in update 1.6. The only thing close to that is Nether Portals, and I cannot figure out Nether Portals for the life of me. You'd think that being like a math enthusiast, dividing by 8 wouldn't be that hard, but Nether Portals are a lot more complicated than that. I never could figure those out. So instead, we're going to do something insane, absurd, and just gonna go completely insane. So we got some oak wood, we got some birch wood, we got some spruce wood, and we got some jungle wood. Which means we can actually add some variety to our house. Now, here's the thing. Nick, one of my best friends, actually recently messaged me, and I took a screenshot of the house, and he sent me this. Now, in case you don't remember, the house that I'm building is inspired by the house from the video game Hello Neighbor. I don't play the game, but I like the design of the house, and I tried to recreate it. At least the chaos of it. So, Nick's version was actually built in update 1.6, and I want to make that, but way bigger. Other things that I want to add are a hanging greenhouse coming from the 3rd floor. I'm going to move the nether portal up to the 4th floor, put a mega brewing station on the 3rd floor, put an inspirational quote machine. This is going to be kind of like the poetry machine from the survival series, but a little bit more improved. Going to move the bedroom up to the 4th floor. I'm hoping to build a villager trading hall above the mansion. I guess I'm going to call this the mansion now. And also make some weird floating trains, also make a mob farm, and a squid farm. The squid farm's going to come later. Oh, I also changed up the design of this super steep staircase up to the 2nd floor, because it was just frustrating. So here we are now on the 2nd floor. This is where we access the cow farm, or what will eventually be the cow farm. Here we go. So eventually we're going to move the cows up to here. We're going to move the sheep and pigs up to here and up there. That's not going to be this episode. Now, going up here. So up here is the third floor. This is kind of where the house kind of splits in two. So here we have the third floor, which I'm going to expand a little bit. And here we have the fourth floor. And then coming up to here, we get to, what the? That should have activated. That's weird. So coming up, this gets us up to the ceiling of the house. And the fourth floor here also connects by this balcony to this upside down house over here, which you can just drop down, lose a bunch of health. Now the balcony on the second floor here, this is the second floor, in case you don't remember. Here we're going to put a super smelter. That's also not going to be this episode. So then we take this super steep staircase up to the third floor. And then we take this super steep staircase up to the fourth floor. At which point, we then take this staircase up to the fifth floor. And there's going to be another kind of open space room up here. And so yeah. Up here on the ceiling, or basically the fifth floor, this is going to be, this is going to be the fifth floor. And it's also going to be the site where I'm going to make a kind of structure to hold up the floating island. So first things first, we're going to build a greenhouse. I got a bunch of jungle wood, and I should probably have started the smelting of the sand. But in either case, this is going to be where I'm thinking we'll build out with these jungle planks. And we're going to make kind of the floor of this greenhouse. We're basically going to make it kind of hang out and kind of maybe see if we can make it look all tilted and weird. So, and it's going to, the entrance is going to be right here. And we're going to make this entrance kind of look like a tightrope. And this is our greenhouse. That's kind of hanging off the house. It doesn't yet look like it's hanging off the mansion, but this is going to be the greenhouse. And inside it, I'm going to put the tree farm. Or at least, okay. I'll show you which tree farm. Okay. This tree farm right here, I'm going to replace it with a different room and move all these trees into the greenhouse. I laid down some dirt inside the greenhouse and put just a metric crap ton of torches just everywhere. So now we're just gonna make basically the farm we had in the mansion, but bigger. I hope that all these trees actually are able to grow. I'm not sure if they will be. I just hope that they will. And there we go. We got some trees inside the greenhouse. So I don't remember if I explained this already, but this box in the screenshot, this is kind of what I want the greenhouse to be. Just take this box, replace it with the greenhouse. So yeah, what I now need to do is build out the supports to kind of hold up that greenhouse, or at least just make it look completely nonsensical. And I'm thinking instead of 4 fences, because the screenshot has like 4 things that hold up the box, and one of them is kind of fallen off. And that makes the box kind of tilt in a weird way. But since this box is tilted in one direction and not 2 or like diagonal in some way, I'm thinking instead we make it held up by 2 fences. We're gonna use fences for the little thread things, and instead just make the third one kind of look like it's fallen off. I don't think any of that made sense. Here, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so this, whoa. What? Okay, that is weird. Okay then. Um, that is very strange. Can I still do this? Whoa, okay. So I guess I just gotta make sure I don't build too quickly, or else I'm gonna end up phasing through the fences. Great. And building out the little support columns, I just realized that that end of the greenhouse does not line up in any way whatsoever with this oak structure here. I think that's fine though. We're gonna do some, we're gonna change some stuff about this oak structure anyway. And now for the hook that's kind of fallen off. So all we gotta do is make this kind of fence thing, just like we made the, just like how we made the threads kind of to hold up this greenhouse slash box. Or you can just do this, I think. This is gonna be very difficult. Whoa, especially if I keep doing that. Or that. Oh dear. Alright. Water is removed. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see if we can get a good view before the light runs out in the daylight. And boom. I think this looks like a greenhouse that was supported and a thread came off. Yeah, I think this looks okay. Oh, sweet. It's just the fourth floor we need to adjust. Yeah, so these kind of supporting beams connect to the fourth floor, but the entrance to the greenhouse is going to be on the third floor, I think. Now that I think about it, I have no idea what the entrance to the greenhouse is going to look like. I'm thinking maybe we should just rework this entire part of the fourth floor, and rather than using oak, I want to use spruce wood, and maybe extend it all the way out to here, maybe a little bit beyond that. Partly to hold up the support beam, and partly also because I want this part to be bigger. Ooh, and maybe I could also have like two different trailer-looking things that just stick out in random directions. And this is an exterior build, so guess what's coming up? Third-person time-lapse. That's right, I figured it out, and after this time-lapse, 100%, assuming nothing breaks, I'll show you how I did it. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. So the next step would be really to add in windows. So yeah, I'm really not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe I might just use a bunch of glass panes everywhere, but they need to be all crooked and cross and like, yeah. The house from Hello Neighbor has some weird looking windows, and I'm not sure how to make those work. So, about 2.5 months has gone by. Yeah, at least IRL. And I haven't really done much with this world. So, here, let's finish off this episode, because there's some stuff that kind of went down in real life, and I just need to get this episode out here. So we're gonna end off like right now with a tour of how I did the time lapses. So, first of all, what I have is a server that I designed for myself. So as you can see, this is just the Minecraft server file that you can just download right from minecraft.net. And this is what my server.properties looks like. Notice here, right there, online mode equals false. That is important. Because here's the thing. The way that the server is set up is you guys cannot join this server because it is actually hosted on my local machine. So because the server file is right here and not on any kind of like web service, you guys cannot join this server unless you're on my network, in which case, please stop it. That would make you extremely creepy. That would mean that I just got doxxed. Please don't do that. I'm sure you're wondering, why do I have a server? To answer that question, we need to pop into real life. Hello, this is Javamonk, and this is my recording studio. Or at least, the recording setup. Yes, I have a giant felt spider on top of my monitor. It's been there for like the last 2 years, and I love it. So here you go. That's my recording software. This right here is Minecraft. And over here, and this is the world's loudest keyboard that you can always hear. As you can see, it's all curvy and weirdly shaped. But what's important is this. This is my potato computer from the survival series. This is actually a new laptop, as you can see by the fact that it's upside down. And that's because it is in tent mode. Propped up. Yeah, I also have a fuzzy owl there. Propped up, of course, by notes from school. Fun fact, I am a university student. And yeah, this laptop is held up with notes. I really am that big of a nerd. But in either case, this is the potato of a computer, which hosts this. So the Minecraft launcher works on this computer, but here's the thing. There was something I did with the Minecraft launcher that broke in the previous episode. So how did I get a camera account in update 1.6? I went into .minecraft, and there's this file called launcherprofiles.json. So if I open this up, you'll see that you can change display name to whatever you want. I switched it to camera. There's just one problem. The Minecraft launcher doesn't recognize this as a valid name. And so, well, at least it stopped doing that right at the end of the previous episode. What would happen is the launcher, normally what you would do is open up the launcher and then close the launcher, go into launcher profiles, change display name, close, save and quit, and then open the Minecraft launcher again, and the display name would be your actual name. Well, that didn't happen anymore.
So I needed a new way to do this. And that new way is multi-MC. Right here. This is some cool stuff. So, first of all, this is not a bootlegged version of Minecraft at all. What this is actually, because you still need a Mojang account in order to actually make this work. You're just able to generate more players. So what I do, I set up a profile for update 1.6.4, and then I push launch offline. And from here, I can change my offline camera. I can change my offline player name to camera, and then it's going to run Minecraft with that name. Eventually. Once Minecraft actually opens, it takes a little while because of just how the computer works. I can then go into the server that I call Nostalgia Trip Timelapses, which, fun fact about this apartment, it comes with Wi-Fi, and as a result, the IP address keeps changing, which is a little bit weird. And there you go. Now I have a camera account in creative mode. This is how they're able to move around freely. And here's Javamonk YT staring at the camera account.
Swoop! Back in Minecraft. Now, in theory, I could have multiple cameras just hanging out in the sky and like switch between their perspectives. Except, well, that might be a little bit challenging to do, so I'm probably not going to do that unless it's like a gigantic build that I need like 360 angles on. But yeah, this is the setup I have for third-person time lapses. I hope you enjoyed that showcase. And now I'm going to end the episode right here. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. And I'll see you next time.